Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happiness Today YouTube channel. A whole lot of people have no doubt over the capacity of Peter Obi. In fact, a lot of politicians seem to have endorsed him over his capacity, but they seem to have a totally different opinion about when it comes to the fact that they have their principles they will love to vote in for 2023. But the unique thing about it all is that a lot of Nigerians have been wondering, Peter Obi, you need a lot of National Assembly members, you need a lot of lawmakers so that you don't get impeached, during the whole process of if eventually become the president, judging the fact that there seems to be a lot of push from the Nigerian youth to ensure that Peter Obi comes into Aso Rock to control the helms of affair of Nigeria. But Peter Obi seems to have a message for all Nigerians, including the corrupt politicians. So we're going to combine these two news into one. I'm going to tell you what the likes of PDP members are saying about Peter Obi and how they're actually pleading him to do this, and as well as Peter Obi telling the whole Nigerians how he would govern Nigeria with or without Labour Party being in National Assembly. Let's hit the ground running. Well, please, can you subscribe to our channel if you have not done so already? Okay, let's go straight into the news. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party LP, Peter Obi, said he can govern Nigeria conveniently, even without his party having majority members in the National Assembly in 2023. Obi, who was said in an exclusive interview which was monitored, said he has been in that situation before when he was the governor of Anambra State without his party, All Progressive Grand Alliance, APGA, that's APGA, having a single member in the House of Assembly. According to him, if the National Assembly sees that he is doing the right thing as the president, they will join him. I was governor of Anambra State without one House member from my party. 30 members were from another party. Now, Labour Party even have one. This one I didn't even get. No senator, no local government chairman. Everybody was in another party. Also speaking on how he wants to fight corruption, Obi said he will lead by example and ensure that all those who come in contact with him also do the same. Fighting corruption is easy. If you, the principal person, is not stealing, your wife and your children are not stealing, those around you are not stealing, then you have reduced corruption by. Let's find out what Dino Melaye has got to say about Peter Obi. The former senator representing Kogi West Senatorial District, Dino Melaye, has said that this is not the time for the Labour Party presidential candidate, Peter Obi, to rule Nigeria because he does not have what it takes to unify the country. So it is Atiku Abubakar that have it. Let's continue anyway. Dino said this when he appeared on Politics Today on channels yesterday night. During an interview, he also spoke about the PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar and the chances of winning the 2023 elections. Dino was asked if his party is worried about the new wave in the political climate in Nigeria and the renewed passion among Nigerians, and that this new wave seemed to be against the establishment, especially from those who believe that the country needs a new hand to come in and manage the affairs of the country. In his response, Dino Melaye said that there's no new wave anywhere and that what people see on social media is an euphoria that will soon fizzle away. That's obedient to fizzle away. He said that's according to implied meaning. He said that Peter Obi is a fanatist. I take that again. He said Peter Obi is a fantastic Nigerian whom he has a lot of respect for, but that the truth is that this is not his time. He said that Peter Obi cannot unify Nigeria now, and that before people can start talking about the economy, there need to be peace and trust among Nigerians. He said that Peter Obi does not have what it takes to do that now. I think Nigeria will actually beg to differ in this aspect, because if there's anyone that even have the unifying factor, it's Peter Obi. You cannot rule out the fact that he feels the pulse of the common Nigeria more than Atiku Abubakar. A lot of Nigerians, I'm not the one saying this, but a lot of Nigerians believe that Atiku Abubakar always come in during elections, but more often than not, he resides in Dubai, that's United Arab Emirates. So, they believe that the one who feels the pulse, who understands the dynamics of what is going on in Nigeria, amongst the three lots, it's actually Peter Obi, who seemed to do own a place or a house in the United Kingdom, but lives literally all his life in Nigeria, have his businesses running in Nigeria, and believe in the Nigerian dream. He speaks, he comes to understand the common language of the common man, and he speaks it as well. He flies the economy where he gets to see some Nigerians, and each time they try to get a bit of selfie with him, he makes himself available, regardless of the fact that he's a big boy, he's a billionaire. But he doesn't carry himself as such. He tries to feel the pains and the pulse of Nigeria. So if there's anyone who unifies much more better, personally, I think it's Peter Obi, except they're actually playing politics there. But let's feel the pulse of Nigerians. Of course, with what Peter Obi has said, that with or without anybody from Labour Party being in the Senate, he would do a good job. But honestly, I must say this, I like his optimism. He have done this before in Anambra State, but it's going to be a tough call because this is federal level. Let's hope that the corrupt ones will not try to think of impeaching him. But even if they try to think of impeaching him, they will have they'll have Nigerians to contend with if Peter Obi eventually wins. They have Nigerians to contend with, because this particular dispensation, a lot, if you go by what the Constitution says, protection of life and property and all that, these are impeachable offenses that by now this particular Senate ought to have impeached all the people that needed to be impeached, but they did not, for whatever reason. So Nigerians believe that if this is the benchmark of how low Nigeria can go, then they should give Peter Obi a lot of time to recover, and they should not be in a hurry to impeach him if he eventually becomes the president. Let's feel the pulse of Nigeria. This one here says, your mouth is too much safe. Definitely, if you get the chance to become president, you will not do nothing. Now, don't say that. He has an antecedent already. He's not talking. This one is talking ado. He has an antecedent already in Anambra State. That's why he will tell you, Jukwese. He will tell you, go and verify. Okay, he's not saying, some people call him liar. He doesn't need to say lies. He doesn't need to even defend their lies like people are saying he would defend. Just go and verify. When he said he went to Harvard and the rest, business schools, they thought he was lying. They started asking questions, started verifying, going to the school to verify. They found out it was true. But simply because he does not keep announcing it, I went to this, I went to that. And that looked as if it was actually false claim, until probably they're surprised because of his humble nature, and they believe that there's no such thing. It doesn't look like somebody who will go to that school. It doesn't always appear in looks. Who would have believed that someone like Obi Dati, and Peter Obi, who look so simple, could have what it takes, the capacity to tell Nigerians exactly the solutions they need? Well, let's first see what Nigerians are saying. This one here is saying, at least he has a pass. And that person says he did not steal a dime in Anambra. He remained the only governor who ruled the state for 8 years without stealing, but ended up leaving about 75 billion naira for the incoming governor. It's a feat no one else has ever done. Even one of the northern governors applauded him over that. If you check our feed, you're going to see the video. So let's stop playing politics by tribalism. If we miss this, honestly, one terrible thing about this whole issue of election is like a teamwork. If you have a very terrible striker, a very terrible goalkeeper, his mistake will always keep robbing the team of the shine and the necessary win. This whole thing about election is a teamwork. If for any reason some already exposed Nigerians, the elite Nigerians, decide to vote the right candidate, and one Agbero, one street urchin who does not know that the life of many Nigerians and Nigerians unborn are still decide to vote because of his stomach infrastructure, putting the whole country into jeopardy, we always suffer for it. So it's something that we need to have what we call wake-up call. All Nigerians need to be awake over the fact that their future is at stake. So yes, I don't know how he's going to do it, but maybe we should start by letting him enter into Aso Rock first. Then from there we'll take it up. Let's go wrap it up. Let's meet in our comment section. What's the take?